Well, hello, this is Mr. Deckard, and if you're seeing this, unfortunately, it means I'm probably at home. This past week, my wife was exposed to COVID, and she's beginning to display symptoms, which means, of course, that I am required to quarantine. And so here I am at home, making the best of it. And we've been working on a project in classes, all classes actually. We've been doing some sound engineering, and we've been using Audacity and Audition, which, if you're not in the classroom, and there's a fair chance you're not, you're probably shipped off to a study hall, and on your Chromebook, you may not have access to the software this week. If you do, you just continue to do what we've been doing, and that is pulling down the videos and cutting them to 30-second clips. But if not, we're going to take a different track. And, if you have enough done with the others, you may take a different track. And what I got to thinking about this weekend was that we shouldn't be limited to merely doing audio tracks. We could do video tracks and pull the sound from them, because in the passing period, that could be just as interesting, especially if we mash them up a bit. Could be an interesting thing to do, a different sort of passing period sound. And in terms of radio intro, it's very common to have sound clips from movies do radio intros. So I'm thinking if we, the trick to that is to have iconic moments from movies. And so I've come up with a selection of iconic movies from my generation, which is going to be different from yours. Bear in mind, we were born in different millennium. I mean, different centuries and millennium. I was born in the 1000s to 2000s. You're in the 2000s to 3000s. Wrap your head around that one. If it's simpler to think of it like I was born in the 20th century, you in the 21st century. So your experiences are different from mine. And honestly, the way these things work in the hallway is it needs to be something that the largest group of people, that is, students, recognize. So we should work towards finding those iconic moments for you. Must be school appropriate, of course, but let's look at some of the things that I have here. Some of them you may know, some of them you may not. So here is an iconic moment from Forrest Gump.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yes, that is a thread that cuts throughout the movie and is said several times. By the way, I've been to that place in Savannah, Georgia, where that bench is, and I say that place because the bench is no longer there. They've removed it because they had so much traffic in that area, and it is a city street. So it became such a problem that they just removed the bench. All right, so our next iconic moment, let's go to Terminator. And this is an Arnold moment that all people remember.
I'll be back.
And he did come back. Arnold is so bad about the corny one-liners, he even got another one that became a meme. Who can forget this from Predator?
Get to the chopper! Run!
I still laugh at that. Get to the chopper! All right, so here's a romantic one that my wife loves. This is the Last of the Mohicans waterfall scene.
Stay alive no matter what occurs. I will find you.
Oh, you won't get that at all. You won't get that at all. You'd have to watch the movie, and granted, that's probably a little ahead of you in years. And then, of course, let's end on this one. Everyone should know this one.
He told me you killed him.
No, I am your father.
Yes, I am your father. So, I guess I want you to imagine the kinds of iconic movie clips that could play over the speakers, either in an intro or in a hallway passing period warning sense, where you would instantly recognize it and you would know what it was. Must be school appropriate. Everything that I've pulled up there so far has been school appropriate. So let's bear that in mind. Now, I just want you to make a list, and you can submit that list to me in the comments section, and I'll put up assignments for that. And I may ask for a few a day, but this should be a fairly simple thing for you to do. And if we do that, then we'll be able to hit the ground running. If I return this week, which is possible, I don't know. I just don't know how things are going to go, and we're kind of in that place in our daily life right now that we can't know that. But if I am back, we'll hit the ground running, and if I get back after the break, and we'll hit the ground running. But we'll actually have some constructive things to do. So I want to thank you for watching. This is Mr. Deckard, and I'm signing off.